Uh, Hi, Garrison. Greg Barnes, why don't you go first? We're gonna have I'm sorry, Greg. Before you go, I'm sorry. We're only gonna have time for maybe 4 questions or so per player because we need to get to Coach Williams so we can fly home. So try to be as quick as you can. Greg, you're first with Garrison, please.
Hey, Garrison, this is the third time in 4 games that the UNC has fallen behind by at least 13 points in the first half. What's the key in the team getting a better start so you don't have to make up so much ground after halftime?
Not turn the ball over. That'd be the best thing we could do. I think that's the most important. Us getting shots is the most important thing. We haven't been getting shots how we want to.
What was the key for you guys coming out hot to start the second half?
Just being the aggressor.
Thank you.
Andrew Jones.
Garrison, they hit 17 threes tonight. A lot of them were uncontested. How do you guys go about fixing the issue of leaving guys wide open out there, especially when you're facing a team that's also got Garza down low so they can kind of beat you inside and outside?
Yeah, it's tough. Guess just having a better sense of urgency, contesting threes, and um, it's tough. I mean, when they got a guy like guards inside, I mean, it's something you try to focus on with him. But I mean, they shot the crap out of the ball from outside.
Also, as far as Caleb goes, do you think he made some progress tonight as far as getting other guys involved and knowing where everybody was on the floor most of the time?
Yeah, Caleb played great for us today. He takes strides every game. I think he's gonna keep getting better every day.
Thank you.
All right, CL Brown, next, please.
Garrison, if you could just elaborate a little bit more on that second half, the way you guys came out, just from an execution standpoint. You said it was being aggressive, but what did you guys do different that allowed you to come back and even take a lead at one point?
Getting the ball to the rim. I think most of our points came at the rim in at the beginning of the second half. I think that's something that we should have took advantage of from the beginning of the game.
Well, what has been kind of the drawback or the sticking point that, I mean, we've seen you guys do this in a few games now. What is it going to take to start the game like this?
Not turn the ball over and getting better shots. So that's it. That's pretty much it.
All right, Luke Buxton, you're next for Garrison, and then we'll get the next player in a second here.
So Garrison, loss is a loss, but does this loss feel any different, or the mood in the locker room feel any different from last year?
It's still a loss. I think we played a lot harder compared to last year. A lot harder. I'm pretty sure last year we would have lost this game by 25. But we made some strides tonight. But I think we still got a long way to go.
Does kind of what kind of lessons are you taking away as you exit the game?
I think that lesson we still trying to learn. I think we just gotta stop turning the ball over so much. Get better shots. Quit letting guys shoot open threes. I think that's pretty much the two biggest things that I recognize from us.
Appreciate it, Garrison. Safe travels home.
Thank you, Garrison.
Everybody on mute.
Matt, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Ross. Ross, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Dayron. What did Roy Williams say at halftime?
Coach just told us that we got to take care of the ball more and value each possession. He was like, each possession means something. We just got to play hard every possession. Can't let them get open look stuff out there and don't turn the ball over.
And then what was your mentality in the second half? It seems like y'all are all playing more aggressive. What did you kind of take away from what y'all did to kind of get back in the game in the second period?
We just try to do what Coach told us, try to play hard every possession. Because the first half, I think they hit like 11 threes. So we want to try and let them shoot a lot of threes. And we try to take care of the ball, make smart plays, made it easy play for our teammates.
Hunter
Hey,
Nelson.
Thanks for joining us here today. So early in the season, one thing that's really stood out about your game is your infectious energy that you play with. Where do you get that energy from, and how do you think that impacts the rest of your teammates?
I don't know. I just always got that energy. Like, even when I'm not on the court, I'm just an energetic guy. A fun guy to be around. I just try to bring it to the court. so I could keep my teammates boosted up. We all got that energy coming onto the court.
Alyssa Ray, you're next.
Got a lot of young guys on this team, played Texas, played Iowa. How does this help you guys be battle tested moving forward for the rest of the season?
Well, most of the teams we playing, like Texas and Iowa, they a lot of veteran players. So like we young and stuff. So like when we play against them, we just learning how to learn like college basketball more and more how to play.
Do you guys think your chemistry is getting better as these games go on, especially particularly the freshmen?
I feel like every game we getting better. You know, last game against Texas, they hit us in the mouth early, and we kind of we pushed back. And this game in Iowa, I feel like we started off better than we started off against Texas. But like we learn how to play better and better every game.
All right, Greg, last one, and then we'll try to get RJ in here, I think.
Hey, Daron, it seemed like you really embraced the matchup with Garza tonight. What was your mindset coming in, and how do you think you performed?
Well, going into the game, Garza dropped 30 points first half in straight games, last two games. And my mindset going in was like couldn't let him dominate us like that. You know, we got a lot of big guys on our team, and we all came in with a mindset that Luka wasn't going to dominate us like that, giving us 30 points in one half.
But on an individual level, did you feel like you were kind of geared up for that matchup?
Oh yes, I was very ready for it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daron. We got RJ Davis coming in, and then Coach Williams after him. Questions for RJ? Anybody raise their hand? Adam Smith, go for it, buddy.
RJ, was there something you noticed about, Iowa's ball movement at the start of the game? They hit 7 threes pretty quickly out of the gate. Was that maybe what had you guys a step slow, the way they were able to move it around the perimeter?
They moved the ball very well, got open looks. We kind of, had a little miscommunications on a couple of switches and down screens. And I felt like, after, going to the timeout, we talked about it and we did a better job, coming to the second half with energy and just knowing, the principles and knocking down the three-point shooters.
And then in the second half, you guys get all the way back and actually take the lead. It felt like you had the momentum. How and why do you think it went away?
Carelessness, the mistakes, we just got to fix the early mistakes. We're still early in the season, we're still preaching the same thing, to limit our turnovers, what's a good shot and the bad shot, knowing our shot selection. And I feel like, if we come out the way we came out second half in the first half, then we would have won this game.
CL Brown.
Yeah, RJ, so kind of piggybacking off of that, what is it going to take to start the games like you guys? You guys seem to be charged in more than just this game, the last few games in the second half to start. So what is it going to take to kind of bottle that up and start a game with it?
Everyone's got to bring their all straight out the game, the start of the game. You can't let up. There's no cake in the walk. So you have to come out the game and treat everyone as they're high talented players, because they are. Iowa's a good team. It's still early in the season. We have a lot of potential. So for us to just fix these mistakes and then not let them happen towards the rest of the season.
Andrew Jones.
RJ, going back to their stretch of threes that they were hitting there in the first half, was there a period where it may have kind of gotten a little psychological for you guys where you weren't reacting as quickly because those threes were kind of piling up and kind of getting to you a little bit?
I mean, I wouldn't say, we didn't want to get too down and not, remain positive. I think, just because they hit a couple of threes, we didn't want to get negative. So we wanted to fix mistakes, know what we're doing, talking to defense, and then fix that. We get contested because we had some contested threes that just happened to go in.
At the same time, you guys scored around 48 points in like a 21-minute stretch leading to the point where you took a lead at 68-67. Do you think that you guys finally found something offensively that had been missing the first 4 games?
Yes, I believe so. I believe the guards did a great job of pushing the ball this game. We got the ball down low. We saw the open looks. And I think the pace of the game was a lot faster than the previous games we had played.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Ross Martin, last one for RJ, and then we'll get Coach Williams in next, final to finish up. Thank you.
Hey, RJ, you kind of touched on a lot of different things, but I saw you mention potential. And what do you think potential is of this team? And what did you kind of learn about this team, especially in the second half, and how y'all came back and how good this team can be based on the way you played at certain points today?
This team competes. I have a lot of faith in this team. We show a lot of grit, and I think if we show that for 40 minutes, for both halves, I think we could be really great. Yes, I said we have a lot of potential. Obviously we're a little bit young, but that shouldn't matter because it's still basketball at the end of the day.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, RJ.